Hi, in this video, I'm going to discuss test for convergence of the series. In the previous video, we studied the convergence of the geometric and telescopic series. As we know that geometric series is convergent for mod or less than 1, and also we determine the sum of the geometric as well as telescopic series. Let us take some more examples like trigonometric series, logarithmic series, exponential series, binomial series. All are convergent for mod x less than 1. And moreover, we can determine the sum of the series. But in general, it is quite difficult to determine the sum of the series exactly. So in many cases, it can be possible to determine whether the series is convergent or not. So in this connection, I'm going to discuss some standard test for convergence of the series of positive terms. So namely, the first one is integral test. The second one is the P series test. Third one is the comparison test. Fourth one is the limit comparison test. Fifth one is the ratio test. And sixth one is the root test. Let us begin with the series of positive terms. A series said to be positive series if n must be positive for all n greater than natural number. Let us move to the integral test. What integral test says that? Let us assume that an series an is a series of positive terms, and moreover the sequence an is a decreasing sequence for all n greater than or equal to 1. We can assume that f of x is a positive decreasing continuous function, and moreover the function is bounded in the interval 1 to infinity. So we can take f of n, this f of n is equal to an for all n greater than or equal to 1. Suppose if the integral 1 to infinity f of x dx is convergent. What is convergent means? If this interval goes to the finite value, then the series is convergent. Suppose if integration from 1 to infinity f of x dx is divergent, then the series is divergent. So let us move to the definition of the P series. The series of the form summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 by n power p is equal to 1 by 1 power p plus 1 by 2 power p plus 1 by 3 power p plus etc. is called P series, where P is a positive real number. The P series leads to the harmonic series when P is equal to 1. So that you are written here. That is summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 by n. That can be written as 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus etc. plus 1 by n. It goes further. It's called harmonic series. Now let us move to the P series test. What P series test says that the P series is convergent for P is greater than 1 and diverges for P is less than or equal to 1. So let us move to the some problems. Let us take first problem. Consider the series summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 by 1 plus n square. So that can be expanded. That is equal to 1 by 1 plus 1 square plus 2 by 1 plus 2 square plus etc. Since an, the sequence an is decreasing sequence for all n is greater than or equal to 1. So how can you say that it is a decreasing sequence? You can observe that here denominator is bigger than the numerator. Therefore, the denominator goes faster when compared to the numerator. So therefore, the sequence is decreasing sequence. If the sequence is decreasing sequence, so one can apply the integral test to verify whether the series is convergent or not. So here I replace n by x for the nth term here. So we get f of x equal to 1 by 1 plus x square. So this function is bounded for all x greater than or equal to 1, and it is a continuous function, and moreover it is a decreasing function. So now we take the integration from 1 to infinity 1 by 1 plus x square dx. So integration of 1 by 1 plus x square is tan inverse of x. Then you take the upper limit k and lower limit 1. Tan inverse of k, when x is equal to k, you apply the upper limit tan inverse of k minus, then you apply the lower limit for this function. So we get tan inverse of 1. When k tends to infinity, tan inverse of infinity nothing but pi by 2 minus tan inverse of 1 is equal to pi by 4. So we get pi by 4. Pi by 4 is the finite value. If this integral is finite value, we can write integral converges. If the integral converges, we can conclude that the given series also convergent by using the help of the integral test. Let us move to the second example. Summation of n is equal to 2 to infinity log n by n. So that can be expanded. That is log 2 by 2 plus log 3 by 3 plus go on. So let us set the sequence of the series that are written here. Log 2 by 2, log 3 by 3, etc. etc. So this sequence is decreasing sequence for all n greater than or equal to 2, because you can observe that. So 2 is greater than log 2. Here 3 is greater than log 3. So therefore, so this sequence is go on decreasing. So that we can apply the, if the sequence is decreasing sequence, definitely we can apply the integral test. For nth term, replace n by x, we get f of x equal to log x by x. This function f of x is a bounded for all x greater than or equal to 2, and moreover it is a continuous function, and it is a decreasing function for all x greater than or equal to 2. So now let us take the integration from 2 to infinity of the function f of x. F of x equal to log x by x. Let us integrate this function. Now let us take the substitution. We take log x equal to some t. What is dt? dt is equal to 1 by x into log x differentiation 1 by x dx. When x is equal to 2, what is t becomes? T is equal to log 2. When x is equal to k, what is t becomes? Log k. When k goes to infinity, log infinity. When x is equal to k, k is equal to infinity, the t is equal to infinity. So therefore, integral becomes integration from log to infinity t dt. Log x I have taken as t, and 1 by x dx is equal to written as dt. So let us integrate this function. Integration of t is t square by 2. Let us apply the upper limit infinity, then minus of, then apply the lower limit. So we have off taken outside. When you take t is equal to infinity, infinity minus log square 2. So infinity minus anything is infinity only. So this integral goes to the infinity. Therefore, the integral diverges. If the integral diverges, we can conclude that the given series is also diverges by integral test. Let us take one more example. Consider this series summation of n is equal to 3 to infinity 1 by n by log n into square root of log n square n minus 1, where n is this. Let us take the sequence of the series. First term of the sequence is 1 by log 3 square root of log square 3 minus 1. It goes like this. You can observe. So this sequence is a decreasing function for all n greater than or equal to 3. The sequence is decreasing function. So one can apply the integral test. Now let us take the function f of x. Replace n by x for nth term. We get f of x is equal to 1 by x by log x square root of log square x minus 1. So this function is bounded for all x greater than or equal to 3. First point. Second point is it is a continuous function, and moreover it is a decreasing function. The function is decreasing function, so we can apply the integral test. So now let us take the integration from 3 to infinity. The function f of x written here. Now let us integrate this function. Now let us go for substitution. Log x is equal to taken u. Log x equal to u, what is du becomes 1 by x into dx. When x is equal to 3, u becomes log 3. When x is equal to infinity, u becomes infinity. Now therefore integral becomes integration from log 3 to infinity du. What is du? 1 by x dx is equal to du. Log x are taken as u. Square root of log x nothing but u square minus 1. So that whole integral becomes like this here. Again I have to integrate. So again I have taken substitution. U is equal to secant theta. U is equal to secant theta. What is du? Du is equal to secant theta tan theta d theta. When u is equal to log 3, theta is equal to secant inverse of log 3. Theta is equal to secant inverse of u, where u is equal to log 3. That written log 3 here. When u is equal to infinity, theta is equal to secant inverse of infinity. Secant inverse of infinity is equal to pi by 2, because secant of pi by 2 is equal to infinity. Now integral becomes du is equal to what? Du nothing but secant theta tan theta d theta. Okay, u are taken as secant theta. Square root of u nothing but secant theta, that is secant square theta minus 1. So we have d theta. So secant theta get cancelled. Tan theta by square root of tan square theta get cancelled. Only 1 into d theta here. So let us integrate 1 with respect to theta, that is equal to theta. Then you apply the upper limit pi by 2. Then you apply the lower limit secant inverse of log 3. We have theta is equal to pi by 2 here minus secant inverse of log 3. So this is the finite value. This is a finite value, therefore integral converges. If the integral converges, we can conclude that the given series also converges by using integral test. Let us take another example. Summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity 8 times of tan inverse of n by 1 plus n square. So where nth term is 8 into tan inverse of n by 1 plus n square. Let us write the sequence of this series. So that I written, you can observe that. So this sequence is decreasing sequence because so denominator goes faster when compared to the denominator. So therefore the sequence is decreasing for all n greater than or equal to 1. So therefore we can apply the integral test to verify whether the series is convergent or not. Replace n by x, we get f of x equal to 8 times of tan of x by 1 plus x square. So this function is bounded for all x greater than or equal to 1, continuous and decreasing function. Decreasing function for all x greater than or equal to 1. So let us apply the integral test. Let us integrate from 1 to infinity, because this function is defined for all x greater than or equal to 1 to infinity. I've taken the limits from 1 to infinity. Let us integrate this function. So I have taken substitution. Tan of x equal to, I have taken as u. So what is du? Du nothing but differentiation of tan of x, 1 by 1 plus x square, du by dx, that dx written here. So tan of x into dx is equal to, sorry, tan of x equal to u. So 1 by 1 plus x square dx equal to written as du. Okay, tan of x written as u. So this integral becomes u into du. Tan of x equal to u, du nothing but 1 by 1 plus x square into dx. You know, when x is equal to 1, tan of 1, tan of 1 is equal to pi by 4, because tan pi by 4 is 1. When x is equal to pi by 2, tan inverse of pi by 2, tan inverse of pi by 2 is equal to, sorry, when x is equal to infinity, tan of infinity is equal to pi by 2. So then u is equal to pi by 2. So then let us integrate this function. Integration of u with respect to u, we have u square by 2. Let us apply the upper limit, then lower limit. So 2 get cancelled, we have 4 here. Then you apply the upper limit, u is equal to pi by 2, that pi by 2 whole square minus pi by 4 whole square. So we will get 3 pi square by 2, 3 pi square by 4, sorry, 3 pi square by 4. So this is a finite value. If this is a finite value, integral converges. Integral converges, so therefore the given series also convergent by using the integral test. Let us take some more examples. Here I consider the series summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 by n square. So 1 by n square, it looks like p series. You know the p series. What p series? P series is that summation of 1 by n power p. So this is p series. When the p series convergent, p series convergent for p is greater than 1. So this series divergent for p is less than or equal to 1. So we can observe that. Here we can observe that p is equal to 2 here. So p is equal to 2 and 2 is greater than 1. So p is greater than 1, therefore this series is convergent. Directly we can conclude that the series is convergent with the help of the p series test. Even though we can apply integral test, so I think p series test is very common sensical method when compared to the integral test. So easily we can apply the p series test to verify whether this series is convergent or not. Anyway, this series is convergent because p is equal to 2 is greater than 1. So this series is convergent. So let us take another example. Summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 by n. So that is equal to 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3, etc. etc. Here you can observe that. So p is equal to 1. P is equal to 1 here. P is equal to 1. So p is equal to 1. What p series test say that? So p is equal to 1, that is less than or equal to 1. Therefore, the series is diverges by p series test. Let us take some more example. Consider the series summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity minus 2 times of 1 by n into square root of n. So that can be written as like this. So that is equal to summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity minus 2 into 1 by n to the power of 3 by 2. So where p is equal to 3 by 2. Where p is equal to 3 by 2, it looks like a p series. P is equal to 3 by 2 is greater than 1. Therefore, it converges by P series test. Let us take the next example. Consider this series summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity 3 times of 1 by square root of n. 1 by square root of n is nothing but P series form. So P series form, and moreover P is equal to half here. P is equal to half less than 1. So therefore this series is diverges by P series test. Even though we can apply the integral test for all the series, because all the sequence of the series, decreasing sequence, definitely we can apply the integral test. Already I told you that P series test is very common sensical method when compared to the integral test. Let us move to the some more example. Here you can see that first example, summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 by 10 power n. It looks like geometric series. Geometric series with common ratio is 1 by 10. 1 by 10 is less than 1. So geometric series says that the series is convergent for mod r less than 1. Here r is equal to 1 by 10. So the series is convergent series. Let us take a second example, that summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity n by n plus 1. So here we can think of which method I should apply, whether you have to apply the integral test or P series test, or we can think of geometric series. So easily you can apply the integral test here, because the sequence is decreasing sequence. We can observe that denominator is bigger than the numerator. It is a decreasing sequence. Can write the function f of x equal to x by x plus 1 here. F of x is equal to, we can write f of x is equal to x by x plus 1. So this function is bounded for all x greater than equal to 1. It is a continuous function, and more a decreasing function. We can think of integral test. So this function is defined for all x greater than equal to 1 to infinity. We can take integration from 1 to infinity x by x plus 1 into dx. So that can be written as integration from 1 to infinity x plus 1 minus 1 by x plus 1 into dx. So this can be written as, so integration from 1 to infinity 1 minus 1 by x plus 1 into what, dx. Definitely one can integrate this function. So this series is convergent by integral test. Let us take third example here. Okay. So summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity 5 by n cube. So this of the form, you can observe that. So third one here, this is the form summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 by n power p form. So it is of the form P series. So where p is equal to 3, p is equal to 3. So P series always convergent for p is greater than 1. So here p is equal to 3. Therefore the series is convergent with the help of the P series test. Okay, let us check fourth example, 7 by 7n minus 2. So this series is, you take n term here, n is equal to 7 by 7n minus 2. So this is the sequence. So let us take a sequence. This sequence is a decreasing sequence, because so denominator is bigger than the numerator. Is a decreasing sequence for all n greater than equal to 1. Therefore one can write the function f of x. F of x is equal to 7 by 7x minus 2. 7x minus 2. So this function is bounded function for all x greater than or equal to 1, and it is a continuous function and it is a decreasing function. Definitely integral test is appropriate, easily can integrated, and integral converges. The integral converges, the series also convergent with the help of the integral test. Let us take another example. Summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity 2 by 3 whole power n. So it is, I think it is geometric series. Let us expand this. 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3 whole square plus etc etc. So a is equal to 2 by 3 and r is equal to 2 by 3. Okay, 2 by 3 is less than 1. So therefore the geometric series always convergent for r less than 1. Here r is equal to 2 by 3. So it is a convergent series with the help of the geometric series. Now let us move to the sixth problem. Summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity. Summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity minus 2 by n plus 1. Here an is equal to minus 2 by n plus 1. Let us write a sequence now. So this sequence is a decreasing sequence for all n greater than or equal to 1. The sequence is decreasing sequence. So one can think of integral test to verify whether the series is convergent or not. So let us write f of x replacing n by x, that can be written as minus 2 by x plus 1. So this function is bounded for all x greater than or equal to 1, continuous and decreasing function. So let us integrate this function 1 to infinity minus 2 by 1 plus x into dx. So easily we can integrate it. Minus 2 into log of 1 plus x. When you apply log 1, log infinity, that is infinity, minus log 1 is 0. So integral becomes infinity. Therefore, so this series divergent by integral test. You know why? Integral becomes infinity, so integral becomes divergence. Therefore, this series is divergent by integral test. So now let us move to the another example. Oh, this is seventh one. Sorry. Summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity e power n by e power 2n plus 1, where an is equal to here, where an is equal to this problem, e power n by e power 2n plus 1. So it is a decreasing sequence for all n greater than or equal to 1. This is a decreasing sequence. So one can apply the integral test. So let us write f of x. F of x is equal to e power x by e power 2x plus 1. So for all x greater than or equal to 1. So this function is continuous, bounded and decreasing function for all x greater than or equal to 1. So integral test is appropriate. So now let us integrate this function. Integration from 1 to infinity, because this function is defined for all x equal to greater than or equal to 1 to infinity, e power x by e power x whole square plus 1 into dx. Okay, so let us go for e power x equal to some t. What is dx? E power x dx is equal to some dt. Okay, so what integral becomes? When x is equal to 1, t is equal to e power 1. When x is equal to t, when x is equal to infinity, t is equal to infinity. Integration from e power 1 to infinity. So what is e power x dx? That is dt by, so t square plus 1. So integration of 1 by t square plus 1 is tan of t, tan of infinity is pi by 2 minus tan inverse of what? E. So this integral is finite. This integral is finite. Therefore, the given series also convergent with the help of the integral test. Now let us move to the next example. Summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity log of n plus 1 by n plus 1. So easily we can solve this problem where n is equal to, sorry, okay, let us move.